23 hours after our crash landing on Mars. Oh my goodness, I don't know what we're gonna do. We have such a limited supply of water, only one water bottle full. How are we gonna survive before we get our resources to come? Oh no, we're gonna have to, once we run out of this water bottle, all we're gonna have is our liquid pee. Shoot, we're gonna have to think of how to filter that. That's gonna be the only way we survive. My gosh, the environment here is awful. The gravity is making us so tired. Ashley, how do you feel?
Tired, drained.
Oh my goodness.
I can't do this anymore.
John, how do you feel?
Well, we're not doing great, but the ship's still partially intact, so we have a lot of parts we can work with to try to build something for the filter.
That's good. Optimistic, that's what we need, positivity. All right, well, this is day one. We'll get back to you as we get some progress. Signing out. This is day 2 on Mars. After our crash landing, we actually found out that the water bottle, the one water bottle that we had, the cap was actually open, so we have no water left. So now we really have to think hard of how we're gonna be able to filter our pee. I don't know. It's gonna be tough, but it looks like we found a bit of material that we might be able to use to filter. Ashley, what did we find?
Well, we got that water bottle, and we found some charcoal, and we found some fine sand, some coarse sand, some rocks. Not sure we're gonna use those. We got some filter paper, some felt. Found a little bit of hot glue. Don't know how we're gonna get to use that, but we'll get that in there.
Right. We'll probably use solar power to power the hot glue. That'd be a really good idea. Awesome. You know what? I don't know what are we gonna do? How are we gonna put it all together? John, do you have an idea?
So, basic design, we could probably just take the water bottle and then use the different things we found in layers to try to filter out the water, because the sand will do some work, but it's probably gonna be mostly charcoal doing all the main stuff.
Right. I remember, I was thinking, back when I took that engineering course, 1166, I did some research on activated charcoal. I heard it does a lot to get rid of contaminants in liquids, so that'd probably be really good, So we'll get the layers, we'll get the charcoal, and then the sands, and more charcoal, so that we get the double charcoal working. Yeah, that'd be really good. All right, guys, when we put this together, we'll get back to you. Hopefully it won't take too long. Getting really thirsty out here. Alrighty. Signing out. Bye.
Hello, Chief Engineer Trey here. I'm going to talk about the Mars or Bust water filtration. Our team's primary goal was to make a well-balanced water filter that would be efficient in water filtration as well as filtering out most of the contaminants. After realizing the limitations of our water filter, we decided to focus solely on flow rate in order to have the best possible flow rate.
Our completed cost was 194 SSP out of 275 SSP. We ordered 2 Fisher Scientific coarse sand at total of 20 SSP for 10 SSP each. We ordered 2 Fisher Scientific fine sands for a total of 30 SSP at 15 SSP each. 1 order of pebbles for 7 SSP, however they were unused. 1 order of activated charcoal for 35 SSP. 1 water bottle for 20 SSP. 1 order of felt for 2 SSP. 3 orders of fine filter paper for 45 total SSP. 1 order of coarse filter paper for 15 SSP, and 1 time order for tools at 20 SSP.
Day 3 on Mars, checking in. We finally got ourselves a water filtration device built. John, why did we make it look like this?
Morale boost mostly. It's kind of getting difficult here. We're trying to stay positive.
Staying positive, that's a really good thing. All right, so far this device has worked pretty well. Ashley, what kind of findings have we gotten so far?
Well, Johnny, our findings is we got 50% of our pee basically filtered out with this filter. It's working pretty good. We have a really fast flow rate, about 3 seconds, but we needed to do better. We just don't have the time.
Yeah.
All required elements were accomplished in this experiment. For our iterations, we poured roughly 20 milliliters of water into our filter and started the timer when the water made contact with the first layer of the filter. We then stopped collecting water and stopped the timer when we had 10 milliliters collected. For our iterations, we had 1 person pouring the water, 1 person timing, 1 person watching and declaring when the water hit the first layer, and the last person watching and declaring when 10 milliliters was collected. Our device included filter paper, 50 grams of activated charcoal, 100 grams of fine sand, 100 grams of coarse sand, 500 milliliter water bottle, felt, and hot glue. We hot glued the bottom of the water bottle as a base inside, to hold the main filter paper and the rest of the materials. We then layered materials in 6 layers: charcoal, fine sand, then coarse sand. Then we added another round of these 3 layers on top to finish it off. Additionally, we would do our best to remove any disruptions in the medium layer. To do this, we would more accurately cut felt strips to act as layers between the mediums to prevent any unwanted movement. Ultimately, this would allow us to salvage the materials for use later.
During our first trials, we tested out both the fine and coarse sand that we found to see how effectively it would filter out the contaminants. While doing this, we used 2 filter papers that we ordered in the process. After building the final product, we ran clean water through the filter to get out any excess dirt from the charcoal and the sand, then proceeded to test some of the tartrazine.
Our device was able to filter out 50% of the tartrazine and 16.9% of the red salt water. Our flow rate was 3 seconds for the tartrazine, and the flow rate was 3.7 seconds for the red salt water.
If we had more time for this project, we would improve our design by including more materials that would help filter out contaminants, as during this project we only removed about 50% in the liquids. To do this, we would purchase more activated charcoal, as it was most efficient in removing contaminants during this project.
Chief Engineer Trey here. Thanks for having us. Thanks for listening. Unfortunately, the rest of my team died, so that's very sad. Marza Bus out.